Closet door creaks open, soft wind through window. Been a year now, slow breath, and I still can't move these boots. They're sitting by the doorway still, covered up in dust and time, mud stains from that Tennessee rain, like you just walked in last night. Everybody says, pack it up, son, it's time to heal. But some things carry too much love to ever stop feeling real. Funny how a pair of old boots can hold a whole life inside. At night, every step echoes your memory through the silence in my life. I know leather don't have heartbeats, but somehow they still do. 'Cause every time I see those boots, I still see you. Your old truck don't start no more, just rusting by the barn, but I still sit behind the wheel whenever nights get hard. There's a coffee mug beside the sink with your lipstick faded thin, and every little thing you touch still feels alive again. Some people leave this world, but never house at night. Every step echoes your memory through the silence in my life. I know leather don't have heartbeats, but somehow they still do. 'Cause every time I see those boots, I still see you. And if heaven's got old dirt roads, I know you're walking free. No more pain upon your shoulders, no more weight to carry. Maybe every midnight whisper that drifts through this lonely room is just your soul reminding me, love don't leave that soon. The boots you left behind still hurt me now and then, but every scar you're leaving made taught me how to love again. And though I finally understand some goodbyes stay true, I'll always thank this broken life for letting me love you. Boots picked up softly, wooden floor creaks. Maybe it's all right now. Door closes gently to remember you without breaking too. Soft wind fades into silence.
lights and midnight calls, laughing loud in crowded halls. Didn't know where it would go, just two hearts moving slow. Then you took me out of town, dirt road, nowhere around. Radio playing low, stars putting on a show. No more noise, no more rush, just your hand, just your touch. In that quiet country air, I knew something real was there. Somewhere between fast and slow, I felt something start to grow. From neon nights to sunrise skies, I found truth in your eyes. Left the noise, found a way to something real that stayed. No more running, no more games, just your heart calling my name. From the city to the field, you showed me how love feels. We traded chaos for the calm, your head resting on my own. Bonfire burning in the dark, you lit up my broken heart. Every mile we drove away felt like home in every way. Didn't need no crowded room, just your love under that moon. Funny how a change of place led me right into your grace. From neon nights to sunrise skies, I found truth in your eyes. Left the noise, found a way to something real that stayed. No more running, no more games, just your heart calling my name. From the city to the fields, you showed me how love feels. We were lost in different worlds, chasing lights that never turn into something we could hold, something more than just a show. Now I see it clear and true, all I ever needed was you. From neon nights to sunrise skies, you're the reason I'm alive. Every road led me here, far away from all my fears. No more running, no more lies, I see forever in your eyes. From the chaos we once knew, now my world begins with you. No more neon lights tonight, just you and me and a sky full of stars. Funny how something so small can carry so much weight. I tried to take it off, but I just couldn't. It's been a while since you walked out, but your shadow's still around. In every room and every sound, in every place I look, you're found. I boxed up all your memories like I was supposed to do, but there's one thing I held on to. Yeah, I couldn't let go of you. I still wear your ring, though you don't wear mine. Still feel your love like it never left my side. I know you're gone, but I can't move on. No matter how hard I try, I still wear your ring, like you're still mine. They all say I should move along, that time will heal the pain, but they don't hear your voice at night calling out my name. I've met a few who tried to stay, but I pushed them all away, 'cause loving someone someone who feels wrong when you still live in yesterday. I still wear your ring, though you don't wear mine. Still feel your love like it never left my side. I know you're gone, but I can't move on. No matter how hard I try, I still wear your ring, like you're still mine. If I could turn back time somehow, I'd fix the things I broke. I'd listen more, I'd hold you close instead of letting go. But sorry comes too late when love has walked away. Now I'm stuck here holding on to words I couldn't say. The shine's worn off this band of gold, but it still cuts just the same. A reminder of forever that I couldn't maintain. Maybe someday I'll take it off and finally set you free, but tonight it stays right here where you used to be. I still wear your ring, even though you're gone. Still hear your voice in every sad old song. I lost it all the day you walked away, and I've been paying for it every single day. I still wear your ring in every broken way. Guess some promises don't ever fade, even when love does. So fade out.
Cassette click. Swear I got butcher. Hush now, baby. Close your eyes.
Suara ibu pelan, lalu kaset berhenti. Klik. I still hear you, mama. There's a rocking chair by the window still that don't move no more, and the Bible you kept beside your bed ain't been open since before. Your apron hangs in the kitchen light like you're coming back again, but the silence says what I don't want to hear. This house ain't home without you in it. I tried to be strong like you always said, but I break instead. I hear the last song Mama sang echo through my mind. Every word still holds me close, every note still shines when the world gets cold at night, and I don't feel that strong. I go back to where you in the last song Mama sang. You used to hum those melodies while the sun came pouring in. Said love's the only thing you need, don't chase the world you're in. Now I'm standing in this empty room with memories on the walls, trying to be the man you saw in me before I felt this fall. Every lesson you left behind still keeps me alive. I hear the last song Mama sang echo through my mind. Every word still holds me close, every note still shines when the world gets cold at night and I don't feel that strong. I go back to where you held me in the last song Mama sang. If heaven's got a front porch swing, I hope you're sitting there, singing softly to the wind like you're still right here. And maybe one day I'll hear that tune floating through the sky, and I'll know you never really left, you just learned to fly. I hear the last song Mama sang, now it's mine to carry on. Every word you gave to me still helps me carry on. When my world feels torn apart and I don't know where I belong, I'll find my way back home again through the last song Mama sang. Fade out.
The dashboard light is dim and green, wipers rhythmically slap the glass. I am out where the blacktop turns to mud, watching the white lines fly past. It is just rain on an empty highway, on the highway and me I never should have gone. Every mile is a ghost I am chasing out in this midnight storm. Left my gold band on the kitchen sink, did not even pack a second shirt. The diesel smoke smells like a mistake, and the thunder sounds just like her. It is just rain on an empty highway, rain on the highway and me I never should have gone. Every mile is a ghost I am chasing out in this midnight storm. The tires whine a lonesome song while I am gripping the steering wheel. There ain't no drink strong enough to change the way this feels. It is just rain on an empty highway. Rain on the highway, and me, I never should have gone. Every mile is a ghost I am chasing out in this midnight storm. Just the rain, just the road. I ain't never going home. I found that old cedar box today, stashed behind the heavy winter coats, tied up with a piece of rough twine and thick with the smell of wood and dirt. Each one's got a stamp that never saw the rain, addressed to a house that's likely torn down now. Just a pile of letters I never sent, a ledger of every word I didn't say. Carrying this weight was always my choice. Carrying this weight was always my choice. But the ink is getting heavy in my hands. Yeah, the silence is a debt I'm paying still. There's one in here from '74, the night I let you walk out to the truck. I had it all worked out on the page, how I changed my ways and quit the bottle. But I folded the paper instead of my pride and let the engine roar take the place of my voice. Just a pile of letters I never sent, a ledger of every word I didn't say. Carrying this weight was always my choice. Carrying this weight was always my choice. But the ink is getting heavy in my hands. Yeah, the silence is a debt I'm paying still. It's funny how the paper doesn't rot, while the man who wrote it surely has. I could light a match and watch the smoke, but some things are meant to stay buried. But some things are meant to stay buried in the dark where the regret is safe. Just a box of paper, just a box, heavier than any stone I ever hauled. Keep them now, let them stay. Just let them stay, keep until the morning comes, until it comes. There's an old pair of church shoes sitting by Mama's wooden floor, dust gathering around the laces since she walked out that door. Sunday mornings used to feel warmer with gospel through the heart, coffee brewing in the kitchen, and Daddy
reading Psalms. Now it's church shoes by the front door, and silence through these rooms. Every prayer and every hymn still carries thoughts of them. And though the years keep moving on, faith somehow stays strong. Yes, somewhere beneath those stained glass lights, love still survives tonight. Preacher Johnson still remembers the way Mama used to sing, voice soft as Carolina rain, like heaven listening. I drove past that little white chapel last Sunday after dark, and saw the cross glowing softly, like it still knew my heart. Now it's church shoes by the front door, and old memories once more. Every scripture, every tear, still somehow keeps them near. And though tomorrow comes too fast, some roots forever last. Yes, somewhere beyond these weary roads, grace still leads me home. Maybe heaven lives in little moments, like hymns floating through old wood walls. And maybe love never truly leaves us, even after the final call. And every church bell ringing slow still sounds like Mama's voice. Now it's church shoes by the front door, and a heart still missing more. Every scar and every mile still healed me for a while. And though life keeps moving on, part of me still belongs right there beneath those Sunday skies, where faith kept us alive. Some people leave this world quietly, but their love echoes forever.
color of a fresh bruise, heavy smoke cutting the line. My hands don't come clean anymore, scrubbing till the skin's raw. I hear the rhythm of the crane dragging the weight of the world. Burning red, iron in the blood, iron in the bone. Everything I am is for the furnace. Everything I am is for the fire. Whistle screams through the valley, thick heat hitting my throat. The hammer's falling on the hour. I don't look up at the sun. Don't look up. Dust is the only thing I taste. Iron is the only thing I know. Burning red, iron in the blood, iron in the bone. Everything I am is for the furnace. Everything I am is for the fire. Old man sweat in the metal, my own life in the rust. I'm just fuel for the engine, grinding down to the dust, burning red, iron in the blood, iron in the bone. Everything I am is for the furnace. Everything I am is for the fire. Let it burn until the sky goes dark. Iron in the blood, iron, iron.
All right, boys. One more round before the sheriff gets here. Hit it, Jenny! Smoke, smoke hanging thick beneath the lights. Poker faces bluffing hard tonight. Bartender sliding drinks real fast, like everybody's trying to outrun the past. Cowgirls dancing on the floor, swinging boots by the old front door. A jukebox screaming old Hank songs in this wild town, singing along. Raise 'em up! Hey! Whiskey shots and sawdust floors, swinging hearts through swinging doors. Neon burning midnight calls, country music shaking these walls. If tonight's all we got, we ain't wasting one more shot. Yeah, we live fast, loud and free in this cowboy symphony. Old man Carter by the bar, still talking about his rodeo scars. Young guns trying to
middle of the show till the cowgirl leaves them crying slow. Cards get thrown, tempers rise, somebody yelling, but by closing time we're all just friends, doing it all again next weekend. Boots down hard, make the whole place shake. Whiskey shots and sawdust floors, swinging hearts through swinging doors, neon burning midnight calls, country music shaking these walls. If tonight's all we got, we ain't wasting one more shot. Yeah, we live fast, loud and free in this cowboy symphony. Hey bartender, pour another round. Tonight we ain't thinking about heartbreak. Tonight we're just raising hell. Whiskey shots and sawdust floors, whole damn town screaming for more. Hands up high, singing loud, country souls in a drinking crowd. When the band plays one last song and the neon lights are gone, we'll still be out there wild and free, living that cowboy symphony. Hey! Thank y'all for drinking with us tonight. Hey! Drive safe or don't get caught. Howdy, Johnny!
The leather on this stool is cracked and cold. I keep my elbow parked on the edge, right where you used to rest your hand. The ice is melting into a dark puddle while the clock on the wall stays still. I can still smell your perfume in the smoke. These whiskey nights and old goodbyes are all I have to hold me now. The red signs are buzzing overhead, setting fire to the water in my glass. I am just a man in a denim jacket, waiting for the sting to finally pass. You had a way of laughing at the band, even when the singer was out of tune. Now the music just sounds like wind blowing through a valley in the dark. I order one for me and none for you. None for you. Counting the circles the bottle leaves behind. These whiskey nights and old goodbyes are all I have to hold me now. The red signs are buzzing overhead, setting fire to the water in my glass. I am just a man in a denim jacket, waiting for the sting to finally pass. Some people say time is a healer, but they never sat where I am sitting, watching the bottom of a bottle tell me every truth I already know. Just another round, another night of letting go. Whiskey nights, oh goodbyes, oh goodbyes. Everybody's got scars. Some just hide them better than others. I wear these lines like old tattoos, stories carved beneath my skin, every one a silent memory of where I've been. Some came from love that disappeared, some from battles with myself, some from nights I lost my faith and cried for help. These scars speak my name, tell the story of my pain. Every cut and every bruise was a war I didn't choose, but I survived the flame. Yeah, I'm still standing through the rain. Now every mark I carry proud speaks my name out loud. People only see the surface, they don't know the weight I hold. They don't hear the quiet voices that still echo in my soul. I've smiled through broken moments, pretended I was fine, but every scar became a chapter written by hard times. These scars speak my name, tell the story of my pain. Every cut and every bruise was a war I didn't choose, but I survived the flame. Yeah, I'm still standing through the rain. Now every mark I carry proud speaks my name out loud. And maybe healing ain't forgetting, maybe strength is learning how to carry all the shattered pieces without breaking down. 'Cause the deepest wounds inside us can become the strongest light, and every scar survived the fire. These scars speak my name, not my weakness, not my shame. Every wound became a sign that I made it out alive. Yeah, and I'll never hide again. Now every mark I carry proud speaks my name out loud. The pain remembered me.
He never said too much, but somehow he said it all. In the way he worked, in the way he stood tall. He had hands like worn out leather from a life out in the sun. Said, you don't quit when it gets hard, son. You just finish what you've begun. Every morning for the daylight, he'd already be 'cause of the man he taught me to be. We didn't have much growing up, but we never felt poor, 'cause he gave us everything we needed, even when he had no more. I remember nights by the fire when he'd tell those stories slow about dreams he never followed, so I could chase my own. He was the man I learned to be, strong when I was weak, standing tall on broken ground when life brought me to my knees. Every word, every scar, every lesson I still see. I am who I am today, 'cause of the man he taught me to be. Now I see his reflection staring back at me in the mirror every morning, in the man I've come to be. And I hope I make him proud with every step I take, 'cause everything I am today was shaped by his mistakes. Now there's a boy that calls me dad, and I hold him just the same, and I whisper all those words that my father never said. But I feel him in the silence, in every choice I make, like he's walking right beside me with every step I take. He was the man I learned to be, through every high and low, through every road I've ever walked, and every place I go, every tear, every fight, every truth he gave to me. I'll pass it down the line someday. The man he made me be. Yeah, I'm still learning, but I think he'd smile if he could see me now. Soft fade out.
I've been thinking about this moment for a long, long time. Every road I've ever taken led me right to your eyes. From that night under neon lights to slow dances in headlights, every memory we made still feels like yesterday. Through the laughter, through the pain, through the sunshine and the rain, every step just brought me here.
standing close, holding you near, with a heart I can't control. There's just one thing left to say. So I'm down on one knee tonight, with these words I've held inside. All my dreams are in your eyes. Girl, you're my forever life. Through every high and every fall, I'll be there through it all. Say you'll stay, don't let me be alone. Will you make this heart your home? I see mornings by your side, coffee cups and sleepy eyes, little moments, simple things that mean more than diamond rings. I see years and I see time, with your hand always in mine. Every wrinkle, every day, I'll still love you the same way. Every fear just fades away when I hear your name. So I'm down on one knee tonight, with these words I've held inside. All my dreams are in your eyes. Girl, you're my forever life. Through every high and every fall, I'll be there through it all. Say you'll stay, don't let me be alone. Will you make this heart your home? If forever's just a word, then I'll prove it every day. With every breath, every beat, I'll never walk away. Take this ring and take my soul. You're the reason I'm whole. Right here under these lights, I'm asking you tonight. I'm down on one knee tonight. No more hiding what I feel inside. Every dream begins with you. Every road leads me to you. Through the fire, through the rain, I'll be yours through every pain. Say you'll stay, don't let me go. Will you love me forevermore? Just say yes, and I'll never let you go.
Glass is heavy on the pine, iron stove is choked with soot. Draft is coming through the floor, right where the winter took its foot. I poured the medicine to the mark, bottles sweating on the wood. I tell you that I'm sorry now, if I thought it'd do some good. We're burning down to the cold white ash, just a heat that don't reach the wall. I'm swallowing the smoke of it, waiting for the house to fall. Let it fall, let it fall. I traded my youth for a paycheck, traded my lungs for the cold. Thought I was building us a home, but I only dug a deeper hole. You're lying still beneath the quilt, turning from the man I am. I'm sitting here with shaking hands, doing the only thing I can. We're burning down to the cold white ash, just a heat that don't reach the wall. I'm swallowing the smoke of it. The bottle's dry, the grate is cold, just the smoke before the sun, just the smoke.
I didn't choose every road I took, but every road chose who I became. I've been driving through the midnight with a heart full of mistakes. Every mile a silent lesson, every turn a choice I made. I've seen cities come and go, like the people in my life. Some stayed long enough to change me, some just passed me by. Every road that made me strong, every place where I went wrong, every mile I walked alone led me closer to my home. Through the dust and through the pain, through the sunshine and the rain, every step that set me free was a road that made me me. There were nights I kept on running from the man I couldn't face. Tried to hide inside the shadows, but you can't outrun your fate. I've been lost more times than I know, felt like giving up the fight, but every road that nearly broke me was the one that gave me light. Every road that made me strong, every road that made me strong, every place where I went wrong, every place where I went wrong, every mile I walked alone, every mile I walked alone led me closer to my home. Through the dust and through the that set me free was a road that made me me. If I could turn around, would I change a single mile? Or would I take the same road back just to see your smile? 'Cause every scar I carry now, every tear I've ever known, built the man who's standing here, finally at home. Every road that made me strong, every road that made me strong, was a place where I belong, every place where I belong. Every fall and every climb was just part of this design. Through the dark I found my way to the man I am today. Every step that set me free was a road that made me me. Still driving, still learning, still becoming.
Some people lose themselves on the highway. Some people find God there. Cheap motel off exit 17, neon buzzing through the storm. One flickering sign saying vacancy, like it's waiting for the warm. I dropped my keys beside the bedside lamp, stared at the peeling walls. Funny how silence hits the hardest when nobody calls. Now it's the Motel Bible by exit 17, and pages worn like me. Every prayer and every line still trying to save this life of mine. And though the miles keep rolling on, part of me still feels lost. Yeah, somewhere beneath these midnight skies, I'm still searching for the light. There's a photograph inside my wallet of a girl I let down bad, and a note Mama wrote years ago saying, son, don't lose what you have. The TV glows with faded reruns as thunder shakes the room, and every passing semi-truck sounds like another goodbye tune. Now it's the Motel Bible by exit 17, and old ghosts haunting me. Every scar and every sin still
still trying to pull me in. And though tomorrow feels unsure, some wounds still endure. Yeah, somewhere through this pouring rain, I still whisper your name. Maybe broken men keep driving, 'cause standing still hurts worse. And maybe grace arrives slowly on roads filled with regret and dirt. And every time those pages turn, I still hear heaven calling. Now it's the motel my room, my exit 17, and a soul caught in between every tear and every prayer, still searching for repair. And though life keeps moving on, part of me still holds on. Right there beneath that neon cross, trying hard not to get lost. Some highways lead nowhere, and some led you back to yourself.
They've been sitting by the screen door since the sun went down behind the ridge. Still got some red clay from the creek bank where the Chevy bottomed out last June. I probably should have hosed them off, but I kinda like the way they look. There is a lot of miles in the leather, more than just dirt on the soles. Every scuff is a day I stood my ground, or a night I walked her back home. There is a heavy kind of pride in the dust on these old boots, the dust on these old boots. My old man used to always say, man is only as good as his tracks. I have worn through 3 sets of laces, trying to keep up with that advice. I am still just an average guy, but she makes me feel like a king. There is a lot of miles in the leather, more than just dirt on the soles. Every scuff is a day I stood my ground, or a night I walked her back home. There is a heavy kind of pride in the dust on these old boots, the dust on these old boots. They are not much to look at now, scuffed up and turning a pale gray, but they sure held me steady when the ground started to shake. There is a lot of miles in the leather, more than just dirt on the soles. Every scuff is a day I stood my ground, or a night I walked her back home. There is a heavy kind of pride dust on these old boots, dust on these old boots. Just a little more dirt, a little more dirt. A life well lived in these old boots, dust on these old boots.
The iron chain links are colored like old rust. The July heat sits heavy on the shingle roof. I watch the wood slats go back and forth. I watch the wood slats go back and forth. No one is sitting there, but the wind is enough. It makes a sound like a dry throat clearing, counting the minutes of a long Saturday afternoon. The porch swing still moves. My grandfather came home from the factory line. His boots were heavy with the greasing machines. He sat right here and watched the dust settle, talking about the foreman and the strike in May. He said a man is only as good as his word, and a word is only as good as the pay. The porch swing still moves. Mother shelled peas into a dented tin pot. The sound was like hail on a summer porch. She watched her boys grow taller than the railing, checking the mailbox for things we did not want. She knew the draft board had a long memory. The porch swing still moves. We used to jump off into the tall green grass before we knew about lines drawn on a map, or why the neighbors stopped speaking to each other. The swing was a ship or a high mountain peak. We used to jump off into the tall green grass, thinking world became a much smaller place. The porch swing still moves. The paint is peeling off in white jagged flakes, like the skin of an old man after the sun. The town has changed and the mill is closed down, but the rhythm of the porch remains the same. It is a metronome for the things we have lost and the things we are still afraid to name. The porch swing still moves. I am the one sitting in the quiet light now, checking the horizon for a storm or a friend. The wood groans under the weight of my years. I remember the laughter and the quiet cries. I remember the laughter and the quiet crying. The air is moving and the chain gives a pull. The porch swing moves through the silence. The porch swing still moves back and forth.
My old man had calloused palms from steering a flat bottom through the reeds. He showed me the deep spot by the limestone, where the big cats hide when it heats up. Told me if you listen close enough, the water tells you exactly who you are. Down where the bank starts to crumble and the willow leans into the gray, I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. Heavy boots behind. Find a place where the river knows my name. I spent 10 years in the factory smoke, choking on the sound of the machine, choking on the sound of the machine. But I kept a jar of river silt sitting on my dresser by the keys. I knew that muddy water was waiting to wash the suit right off my skin. Down where the bank starts to crumble and the willow my heavy boots behind. I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. Heavy boots behind. Find a place where the river knows my name. It ain't about being lonely. It's about the silence being enough. Tying off the rope to that cypress stump, feeling like I finally belong. Down where the bank starts to crumble and the willow leans into the gray, I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. Heavy boots behind. Find a place where the river knows my name. Knows my name. Knows my name. Just keep moving down to the sea where the river knows my name.
Angin pelan, suara langkah di tanah, burung pagi. This land, it knows my name. Genggam tanah, been calling me long before I understood why. Sun comes up on a tired old man with dirt beneath his nails. Every line upon his face tells 1,000 weathered tales. Same old hat, same broken fence, same road he's always known. Ain't chasing down no big city dreams. This feels the only home. Time don't stop, but it sure slows down out here. These fields remember me, every step I've ever made, every drop of sweat and blood, every prayer I ever prayed. When I'm gone and laid to rest underneath this open sky, these fields will still remember me long after goodbye. There's a tree I planted years ago. Now it's standing tall and wide, just like the boy I used to be before I lost my pride. My son don't want this kind of life, says he's leaving town, but I see myself in his restless eyes when he thinks I'm not around. You can run from where you're from, but it never leaves your soul. These fields remember me, every step I've ever made, every drop of sweat and blood, every prayer I ever prayed. When I'm gone and laid to rest underneath this open sky, these fields will still remember me long after goodbye. What I'm feeling now, it ain't about the money made or the places that you've been.
It's about the roots you leave behind and the life you're living in. These fields remember me, but they'll remember him too. Every step he chooses next, every dream he follows through. And if he finds his way back home, I'll be somewhere in the wind, in every whisper through these fields. He'll hear me once again. Ingen labi kuat, down bergesek. Ain't about holding on, it's about what you leave behind. Burn turbine.